Hi, boys and girls. Today's learning target is I can elaborate in my writing by adding definitions of topic-specific words. Yesterday, we added transition words to our writing. Today, we are going to elaborate or add more by adding definitions of topic-specific or important words to my writing. So, to elaborate means to add more writing to what we already have. There are many strategies that we can use to elaborate. Today, the strategy we are using is adding definitions of important or hard words. This chart right here is going to help us how to do this, how we can do this. So it says ways that informational writers add definitions to their writing. By adding a sentence with the definition of the word in the next sentence. So this is an example. India has a tropical climate, which is dry, okay? So India has a tropical climate and is dry. So I don't think a third grader or I don't think a second grader would know, or a third grader or fourth grader would know what the word climate means. So next to it, I will look up the word climate, and in the next sentence, I'm gonna say climate means, and then give them the definition. Another way is by adding the definition in the same sentence of the word with the word or, okay, inside the sentence. So you can put the population, comma, or the number of people that live there. That's the definition of population, comma, and then you keep writing what you were going to say. So you can embed or put in your sentence the definition. A lot of authors do that. Another way is by adding the definition before saying the word. So if the word is Bollywood and I know I need to tell them what that means, I can first say the definition. India is known for their movies and actors, comma, which is called Bollywood. So now I gave them the definition before I said the word by adding which is called. Okay, so these are 3 ways that you can give the definition of words that you think are really important and that a younger student wouldn't know the meaning of. And it also helps to elaborate, to add more to our writing. So let's look at the first example of how authors use this strategy, right? The best way that we can become good writers is to look at other writers. So this is a little paragraph. Let me read it, and then I'm going to show you how authors do it. More than 1.25 billion people live in India. 8 out of 10 Indians are Hindu. It is one of the world's oldest religions. Hindus believe that cows are sacred. That is one reason why Hindus are vegetarians. They will not hurt other creatures. Hindus also believe in karma. If they do good things for others, they believe good things will happen to them. So here, the author decided to give us the definition of karma in the next sentence. So that's what that means. Karma means if you do good things to others, then good things will happen to you. So that's one thing you can do is write in the next sentence, write the definition of that really important word. Let's look at another example. Most of India lies between the equator and the Tropic of Cancer. The climate is greatly influenced by the terrain, especially by the Himalayas, which block the cold winds from the north and trap the moisture-laden warm winds from the south. These warm winds bring most of India's rain, which is called the monsoon. So there's a lot of hard words here. I would define a lot of these words, but the author decided that the word monsoon was really important here. So the author, let me go back. So the author decided that the word monsoon was really important. So they decided to use the strategy. Actually, which strategy here is the author using? Is he putting the definition after, before, or is he using or? What do you guys think? You can pause the video to quickly decide which one it is. If you said he's putting the definition before, you are correct. He says these warm winds bring most of India's rain, which is called the monsoon. So we know the monsoon is these winds that bring rain. Okay? That's so the author decided to give us the definition and then say the word. Okay, boys and girls, now on the next slide, you're going to be doing a Nearpod where you're going to help me decide what strategy I should use here. The word that I really want to tell the reader is the word rural. So I made it bold. So this says 190 million people of Nigeria, this is my country, that I'm researching, are unique but also have many similarities as Americans. For example, half of the people live in rural areas. So I really want to tell my readers what rural means. I think that's an important word for Nigeria because it's important, and I don't think everyone knows what that means. So I looked up the word, I looked at the glossary, and then I also just did a quick Google search. And I found that it means in the countryside where there are farms and lots of open space, right? So it's like the opposite of a city. It's farms, it's open space, it's the country. So I want you to practice. You can use any strategy. You can say the definition in the next sentence. You can say the definition by adding comma or you can say the definition before saying the word rural. So I want you to, in the next slide, to practice. You can use the drawing tool or you can use the text feature, the text box, and write a sentence of how you would do this definition.